Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, and I'm here to tell you about a really cool new YouTube channel called the Paramount Vault. And what Paramount Pictures has done is taken 100 films and put them on this YouTube channel that's uncut, commercial-free, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's almost like a little microcosm of Turner Classic Movies, but it's all Paramount titles. And it's all broken down in different playlists of comedy, horror, sci-fi, drama. You know, a lot of the films aren't like classics. You know, some of them are a lot of B films, some you may have never heard of, some of them I've never even heard of, but there's a little handful of them in there that are just really cool. There's some really great sci-fi movies that I'm like, what in the world, you know, what is this called? I've never heard of this movie, but there's some on there that I really like and I want to share with you. So they have 100 films on there now to start. I think it premiered a month or two ago, so they're always adding films, but I'm not going to go through all 100 for you, but I wrote down a few, yeah, my cheating list, but maybe a handful of films that you should check out. And they're great just to put on in the background or just, you know, to watch, or if you have something on your mobile device, you know. So first of all, there's a lot of great sci-fi classics on here, in my opinion. I have it on Laserdisc, I have the DVD, but one of my favorites is I Married a Monster from Outer Space. And it is just such a campy, I think it's from 1958, such a campy sci-fi film, and it's such a Cold War analogy, you know, about fear of the unknown and being suspicious of somebody, you know. It's almost like Day the Earth Stood Still, you know, all these Cold War allegories, all these stories where they don't say it's the Russians, you know, but they put that fear, they get that fear of the unknown and suspicious of somebody. So I Married a Monster from Outer Space is just, it looks great and glorious black and white. It's just really cool. One called The Deadly Bees. I remember when I was a kid growing up, you know, the killer bees were coming. I mean, there was all kinds of movies of the week. There were all kinds of films about the killer bees, and even Saturday Night Live, you know, did a killer bee sketch. Well, this one's called The Deadly Bees, so you can see where bees kill people. Okay. Also, I'm a big Bob Hope fan. Casanova's Big Night. He's got a lot of great films. This is not one of the best Bob Hope films, but it's in color and it's funny, you know, and just see why he's one of the greatest entertainers of the 20th century. One of my idols. And I'll do a whole YouTube, you know, story on it some other time. But I love Jerry Lewis. I'm a big Jerry Lewis fan. I have all Jerry Lewis's films on DVD. I have a couple of them on film behind me. He was my neighbor for when I was growing up in the 80s, and I'm just an idol. I know people either love him or you hate him, but I think he's a genius. I think he's fantastic. And on the Paramount Vault YouTube channel, they have the Errand Boy, which is just one of my favorites because he made all his films initially when he broke up from D. Martin and Jerry Lewis. He signed a contract with Paramount, but he owned all his films. I even did the Jerry Lewis Film Festival here in Las Vegas, the first and only film festival of its kind back, you know, 10, 15 years ago. And the films I requested, Jerry Lewis's son brought them from LA. He has his own prints. He owns all of his movies. Just an amazing. Anyway, the Errand Boy is one of my favorites. He plays an errand boy at a pari-mutuel studio and goes all around causing chaos on movie sets and everything. It's just really funny. There's also a couple Dean Martin ones on there, The Stooge and At War with the Navy, I think. So there's other Jerry Lewis movies too, but just watch The Errand Boy. What else we got here? Crack in the World, another one of those great disaster movies, really B film. I've got to have The King, Elvis, King Creole is available on Paramount Vault's YouTube channel. And also The Fighting Kentuckian. I'm a big John Wayne fan and also a big Laurel and Hardy fan. You probably see the box set behind me. And that Oliver Hardy is in The Fighting Kentuckian with John Wayne. So it's a great Western if you haven't seen that. And the one that's just really scratching my head I haven't watched yet, there's a movie called The Space Children from the 1950s. It was one of those weird sci-fi movies. I've never heard of it. I've never seen it, anything, but I'm going to watch it. Maybe I'll do a little whole review on that or something like that. But anyway, this is really cool when a studio takes their films and cleans them up and puts them on there for free. I just love it because I go a lot on YouTube and I try to find movies just to put on the background that, you know, just something while I'm working or anything like that. And now to know I can go to a site that has complete movies, the best quality, and no commercials, no editing, all that kind of stuff. I love them in the purest form possible. So check out the Paramount Vault on YouTube. It's pretty cool. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. I don't have dentures, but it feels like I do. And if you like what you see, please comment below, subscribe, thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard from Las Vegas. I'll see you next time.